We're Nicki and Carlo and we live in Positano, Italy, except we also just bought a house in Tuscany, which we're currently renovating, so we live there too. Join us as we turn this house and olive grove into a dream home and get to grips with living in two different parts of Italy. We're back in Positano today because today is the annual flower market. This is my favourite market. Let's go have a look.
Non abbiamo nemmeno fatto 10 metri e già ho trovato un sacco di piante che vorrei comprare.
Just as we arrived in the market, Carlo's got a phone call from
ma la piscina è accesa adesso.
Andrea back in Positano, and our pool has sprung a leak. One of the pipes has burst and there's water going everywhere. It's not the first time that this has happened, unfortunately.
Mannaggia. Stacca quell'interruttore per favore sulla destra. No, sulla destra, sopra. Stacca, sì, vai. Ok. Sì, però l'acqua continua a uscire. Prova a vedere adesso se si gira la chiave. È successo un nuovo disastro a Positano, si è rotto il tubo della piscina, come sempre quando noi non siamo lì. Avrò bisogno di un tubo nuovo e di qualcuno che me lo va a montare prima che torniamo noi. Meno male c'era mia nipote Andrea e mi ha chiamato e ha detto che praticamente si era appena rotto il tubo quando lui è passato di là, e sono stato almeno fortunato che non si è svuotata tutta la piscina.
And that he was there to turn off the water.
Sì.
I love these sunset style roses, they're beautiful. Look at that. Really pretty.
Questo mi piace tanto, è davvero bello.
Very cleverly here, they've separated their plants into shady areas and sunny areas, and obviously our garden in Tuscany is full sun, so we need to go over to this area here and have a look.
Questi sono dei bei toni.
Now, I've just seen something that I have been looking for. I could quite happily buy all of this, to be honest with you, and I don't know what they're called. But these pink ones here, they just add a lovely splash of colour to the garden. If they're perennial, it'd be lovely to see that colour in the winter as well. Right, we're getting two of these because they stay pink all year round, and we're getting a clematis as well.
Io voglio questa rosa perché mi piace tanto, l'ho guardata, è bella da morire.
Which one? Quale?
Questa? Sono tutte uguali, però questa.
Wow.
Guarda, si vede te la metto nella
Sì.
And look who we've just bumped into. Grazie. So this is where we came last year and bought quite a few plants, and I must say I love the way that they just sort of like layer them up from tall plants to short plants. That's the thing around the pool would be lovely.
Sì, mettila giù da prendere il braccetto. Devo passare da qua.
We had a lovely lunch with Marie and all of her friends, and we've come out and it's raining, but we're still having a little walk around. Apparently there's an area full of ceramics and pottery, so I'm going to go and see if I can find that now. Here we go, Castles of Clay, little festival of ceramics. Let's go have a look. Okay, I've had a quick look around. There's some lovely stuff there. I'm not going to buy anything. There was a bowl I would have bought, but it was in a set of 8, and I don't want 8 bowls, I just wanted 1, so I'm not going to get that. I'm heading back to the car. I'm quite interested to see how full the car is of flowers and plants. Hello, Honeypole. You got a flower crown.
Abbiamo la macchina piena di fiori.
It smells amazing in here. We should always have the car full of flowers. Right, we're back home and we have a lot to do. Doesn't it look lovely though?
Mi piacerebbe metterla qui.
I don't know whether to put this side or that side.
Mentre Nicki è andata a prendere dei sacchi di terriccio da mischiare con questa terra che è troppo sabbiosa per queste piante, io inizierò a rompere un po' qua a terra perché è davvero dura, togliere un po' di questo terreno così che poi lo possiamo mischiare insieme al terriccio che porterà Nicki. Sarà un lavoro un po' duro, ma bisogna farlo per le piante, se no altrimenti non cresceranno bene.
So a few weeks ago we went to the garden centre and we ordered a load of plants for around the pool area. About 5 or 6 weeks have passed and we hadn't heard anything from them, so we've just been back this morning ready to get angry and saying, look, we've placed this order, why have we heard nothing? It's 6 weeks later, we either need to know whether we're going to get the plants or whether we should go somewhere else. And I'm not quite sure what happened, but he sort of went around the garden centre, picked up all the plants, put them in the boot of our car, and we paid and we've come home. So we've got all the plants we ordered, and we were hoping that one of them could come and suggest how to plant them, but they're far too busy, and we're going to give it a go ourselves.
Allora, siamo pronti per piantare. Nicki aveva già messo le piante, io ho fatto delle modifiche, ho aggiunto questa rosa che volevamo mettere in un altro posto, ma io penso che sarà bellissima qui. Ovviamente ho trattato tutto il terreno, l'ho bonificato, l'ho mischiato con i sacchi di terreno che ho comprato perché questa terra è troppo sabbiosa. In più ho aggiunto anche dello stallatico, che sarebbe popù di cavallo.
Manure.
Eh?
Manure.
Manure. Ok, quello.
Meanwhile, around the other side of the pool, Carlo has finished making this wonderful little flower bed here, and we've laid out all these plants. I think these are pretty much where I decided to put them. He might have changed a couple around, but I think that's going to look lovely with this beautiful flowering whatever it is, which smells fantastic. If anybody knows what this is, do let us know what it is, because we don't know. As you can see, it's also very, very stormy over that way, and it is forecast to pour with rain for the rest of the day, so we're not quite sure how far we're going to get doing this. Also yesterday, Carlo started digging a hole right there. Now the plan is eventually to level this out, because I don't know if you can see, there's a big dip from the top of that hole to the edge of the pool. There's a big, big dip there, so it'd be nice if we could level it out. I'm not sure what digging a hole. A while back, Carlo bought these funny gloves with digging claws on them, and I thought it was just a gimmick, but they actually work really, really well, and I don't need a shovel anymore. I can just do it with my hands. They're really good. Carlo is now completely destroying the rose bush.
Non la sto distruggendo, amore. Allora, la rosa è arrivata al punto di fioritura, questi devono comunque cadere, non è che li sto rompendo io.
So, explain to me why you dug up a hole and now you're putting it back again.
Allora, semplice. Il terreno che ho scavato davanti alla piscina era veramente sabbioso, non era adatto per le piante. Questo era molto migliore. Quindi che cosa ho fatto? Ho tolto le zolle di erba da qui, le ho messe sul lato. Ho fatto un buco, ho preso il terreno buono da qui. Poi ho preso la sabbia da lì e l'ho messa in questo buco, mettendo il terreno buono per quelle piante, mentre il terreno sabbioso per questa erba qua sarà perfetto.
I thought we were going to level this whole area.
Sì, non abbiamo abbastanza terreno, amore. Qui ci vuole un camion di terra, non ci vuole due secchi.
So we'll do that another time.
Sì, lo faremo, non abbiamo il terreno.
Okay.
Sì, sei giù nel bosco.
When we have a digger.
Sì, quando avremo il digger.
Now, have I showed you our baby birds? Let me see if I can show you. I can hear them. I can hear them squeaking. We've got a little nest above the back door, and there's at least 4 little babies in there. Let's see if I can show you. They look like Muppets at the moment. Hello, Indy. That looks comfortable. And this is what the rose bush looks like now. It looks lovely. So there's a nest up there. You can see that. Now let me climb on a chair, not too close. I'm presuming you're under the umbrella and you're not getting wet. We're just about to head out. We're going to go and buy some beehives. I'm going to start a bee garden, and I've left it too late this year for bees, so I'm going to get everything ready for next spring. So we found somebody who's selling secondhand beehives, and they're all cleaned and sterilised, and we're going to get them so that we've got them ready, just in case any swarms come in the garden as well, and I can just get my own bees.
Chocolate.
When we get back, I will show you where I'm going to put the bees, because I walked around when Dad was here, and seeing as Dad used to be a beekeeper, he knows, well, I pretty much figured it out for myself, but he confirmed that I've chosen a good place. So we'll go down and have a look once we get home. parked under this beautiful, huge weeping willow. It makes me so sad that our one is no longer. This is a really big one though, look. Right, let's go see these beehives. Look at this. This property is amazing.
Ah, sicuramente.
Trovare tanti fiori iniziano a fare il miele. Questo d'inverno non ci deve stare, se no troppo spazio e hanno freddo. L'inverno si toglie, primavera si mette quello e ci si mette sopra questo.
This is like the perfect bucolic garden. It's got vegetable garden, beehives, more vegetables. There's other beehives over there.
Sì.
Chicky chickies.
Questo è un vigneto, guarda, c'è l'uva che sta
That's one we've got.
Anche per lungo, guarda.
And we're just going to get one more.
Questo ce l'ha
We've just
mista.
put together beehive number 2 using all the different supers and brood boxes and finding the best bits. So that's our second one.
Tutto voglio fare.
And for now, we've left the beehives here so that we can clean them. We found these great, don't know what to call these things that they're on, that were just somewhere on the property, and they're perfect to keep the beehives off the ground. They need a good cleaning, and then we will take them down to the bee garden. Okay, so I said I was going to show you my bee garden. Now we're just coming down with the... That's scary. Glad I'm not doing that. So basically we've just bought some paving stones to make a pathway to where we're going to put the bees so that I don't have to walk through the long grass all the time when it's wet. So these paving stones were already here. I found these on the property, so we've bought some more to match them. And the bees are going to go in this little area here, which we're going to level out and then make flat, and we'll put the hives there. They'll be protected from behind. And they've got a perfect southeasterly flight path.
Non sembrano così tante mattonelle, in realtà sono molto pesanti, pesano 25 kg l'una, sono 10, sono 2,5 quintali. Vedete queste mattonelle qui? Nicki le ha spostate ieri da sola, io nemmeno c'ero qua, non so come diavolo ha fatto, pesano 25 kg, lei è molto più forte di quello che sembra.
Okay, so I can lift them and walk around with them. I mean, 25 kilos, it's not that much. But yesterday what I actually did was this.
Sì, così è più intelligente, amore. You are really smart, girl. Sì, ma poi bisogna...
Not the same! They're a different colour.
No, it is pretty the same. Quelle sono sporche di terra e queste no,
They're
dai.
different. These are grey and these are beige.
Ma vabbè, non sono così tanto differenti, madonna.
Now, obviously the ground has to be levelled before we can put the beehives here, and the beehives need to be thoroughly cleaned as well.
Sì, nessuno vuole una casa storta, nemmeno le api.
I wonder if these chairs are any good. Let's take one outside and see. Carlo is back in the bee garden doing stuff. He's removed one of these big water containers. It's now over there, and it'll no doubt move from there. It's not going to stay there, is it?
Per adesso sì, poi quando ce l'hai una nuova idea di dove metterlo lo spostiamo.
So this area where he's now hoeing is going to be a flower bed for flowers. And I think we're going to make the flower bed out of these old pieces of wood that have appeared from somewhere. As you can see, we were left with lots of bits and pieces, which eventually have come in quite useful. Also under here, there's all sorts of pieces of wood and tubes and things. And even inside, there's quite a few bits and pieces of some of these we've bought ourselves. But it's all proving to be very useful for building flower beds and things.
Perché delimitare l'area? Servirà perché l'erba crescerà più in fretta dei fiori probabilmente, quindi va a finire che quando taglierò con il rasaerba non vedrò i fiori e li distruggo, così invece non c'è questo pericolo.
Sì. Bravo.
Ecco, potete vedere che sto sistemando qui. Adesso abbiamo un bello spazio dove mettere le piante e sto portando anche il tubo dell'irrigazione. Ho fatto una piccola traccia nel terreno qui. Eccoci qua. E l'abbiamo portata fino a lassù. Lì dove c'è l'attacco dell'altro tubo. Fino adesso abbiamo fatto la parte facile, adesso dobbiamo fare la parte difficile, cioè smuovere questo terreno per fare in modo che le radici possano andare sotto. Adesso abbiamo una cena con amici, quindi riprendiamo domani questo giardinetto.
It's a couple of days later. Carlo did go down there and finish off planting everything in the flower bed. He forgot to film, of course, and didn't tell me he was doing it either. So it's all done. It looks lovely. It will grow into itself. So I think over the next year or two, it will fill out and look much better. At the moment, it's looking a little bit sparse, but that's fine. That's how flower beds work. The only worry we have is that the deer, which there are plenty of here, might come along and eat the plants. Hopefully deer don't like lavender and what else we've planted there. But we'll see. There's not much we can do about that. When we go back to Positano, we will have somebody come in once a week and just check on the plants and the pool and make sure that the irrigation systems are working, so we don't have to worry about that. And that's it for now. I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And just quickly ask you, please do subscribe if you haven't already to our channel. And we will see you here again next Sunday and on Wednesday on our midweek channel for another little tour of a Tuscan village, I think. Thanks for watching. Bye.